Hello, Fred Scribers. Welcome back to another baseball related video. This is extra footage that I upload that are not part of my regular uploads. So if you're a Pride and Patterson fan or a Fred Drives fan, those videos will continue to upload on their regular day. This is extra footage on the days that I don't have an upload. And for my baseball fans who are Fred Scribers, hopefully this type of video you will find enjoyable. My plan is to take the St. Louis Cardinals here in 1901. As you can see up here, the date is 1901, and our plan is to just play through this season and go on to the next season, have an off season and do trades, sign free agents, the whole works. In the meantime, you're going to see some historical greats. You're going to see Honus Wagner. You're going to see Babe Ruth, Mickey Mantle, Roger Maris, Yogi Berra, and some of the other Yankees that for now is escaping me. Tom Seaver for the Mets, Lou Gehrig, what's the other guy? Joe DiMaggio. I mean, all the greats. You're going to see them hopefully in this series. So I hope you enjoy it. This one is going to be game 1 in 1901, and we're going to play against the Orphans. So we're going to simulate until the 18th, and we're going to play until this game right here. We got Jack Powell pitching for the Cardinals. He's the ace of the staff here in this simulation, and this is the lineup. So we're on our way. Jack Powell pitching to Topsy Hartzell. That's a pop-up. You see the graphic is Robeson Field. It says Robeson Field, but that's not Robeson Field. You can, however, put stadiums, historical stadiums, into this game. That was Jim Delahanty for the Orphans and Frank Chance. He walks Tom Stanton. That's going to be a home run. And wait, nope, I thought that was a home run. That retires the side. All right, Bobby Wallace hitting for the Cardinals. One man away. Here's Patsy Donovan. He gets an out, 1 out. And Jesse Burkett, left fielder. That retires the side. Going to the top of the second. Frank Schultz. 1 away. Danny Green. I gotta fix this. Joe Tinker. These are actual players from 1901, over 100 years ago, 110 years ago. That's a base hit for Bill Ludwig. Jack Taylor. I gotta get his picture. Oh, there he is. All right, I gotta use that picture for him when I get a chance. I can't do it while I'm inside the game. All right, Dan McGann can. 1 man out. Jack Barnett. That's a base hit. Would you like to send a runner? Nope. Here's Emmett Hedrick. He lines out third base. And Dick Patton. So they do not score. Here's Fred Raymer. Jack Powell at 29 pitches thus far. Jack Taylor. If you prefer to see a team that's more modern and you don't prefer to see 1901 baseball, let me know in the comments below. I could start a series in any year, in any team. Jack Powell walks and the pitcher balks. Bobby Wallace, he gets a base hit. Runners on first and third, nobody out. Patsy Donovan, that's a deep fly ball. Not deep enough. That will score a run, and the Cardinals are winning 1-0. Jesse Burkett. No, we're not going to do it. Bill Ludwig I hope you liked the other 1901 series that I did. Here's Dan McGann. Jim Delahanty for the Orphans, 1 out. Frank Chance. He gets a double. Tom Stanton. And the score is tied. Here's Frank Schultz. 2 men away. Jack Barnett. Is it Barnett or Barnett? Tomato, tomato. That was a fielding error. Emmett Hedrick. And Richard, here's Dick Patton. He gets a base hit. Runners on first and second. I should have bunted with the pitcher, huh? All right, 1-1. Here's Danny Green. There's a base hit. And Joe Tinker. That's another fielding error. A run scores 2-1. And 3-1. And just like that, the Cardinals are losing. Here's Topsy Hartzell. Jim Delahanty. Jack Powell now has 72 pitches. Bobby Wallace strikes out, 1 out. Patsy Donovan. That's a base hit. And Jesse Burkett. Bill Ludwig. Okay, Tom Stecker, Jack Powell still in there. We're in the top of the 6th. Yeah, so I wanted to thank all the subscribers that are baseball fans that are supporting the channel by watching these videos here. I do hope that this historical baseball game is enjoyable to you. That retires the side. Bottom of the 6th, here's Dan McGann can. 1 man away, Jack Barnett. 2 men away. Joe Tinker at the plate. 1 man away, Fred Raymer. 2 men away. Wait, what was that? That was a single. Never mind. Only 1 out. Now there are 2 outs. Here's Topsy Hartzell. And that retires the side. Here's Patton. He's our second baseman. He gets a double. And here's Jack Powell, I think. At 110 pitches, it's time to get him out. Homer Smoot, a lefty, and he's got a 59 rating right now, so we're going to go with the 72 rating dude. Hey, Smoot. You look bored. He's like, ho-hum. Here's the pitch to Smoot. Patton goes to third. Here's Bobby Wallace. Trying to bring him in. And he comes in to score. The score is now 3-2. Patsy Donovan. He gets a base hit up the middle. And Jesse Burkett. He strikes out. That retires aside. Let's get a pitcher in there. We've got a righty, a switch, and a lefty coming up. So let's get Stony McGlynn. I love these names. Stony McGlynn. These are all real baseball player, folks. You could Google these guys. 1 man away. You could pick your favorite player from these teams, too. Stony McGlynn. 2 men away. Going down to the bottom of the 8th inning, Bill Ludwig. our catcher. One man away, Dan McGann. Dan McGann the man. I think he got all of that one. Let's see. Nope, he didn't get all of that one. All right, Stoney. You're going to get another inning here. Try to keep them close so we can come back and win. I had Joe Tinker in my 1901 series when I started with the Pirates. I traded for him. All right, this is it. Tighten your seatbelts. We're losing 3-2. We've got Hedrick, Patton, and the pitcher spot coming up. Frank Corridon. One away. Here's Patton. 2 men away. And let's get someone in there for McGlynn. We don't have many good players up here. All right, let's try Forrest Crawford. I just like the name. Nothing doing. All right, so we did not win this very first game. We've got a player trade offer. Aussie Schreckengost and George Whiteman for Crawford. You saw him already. Raymond Charles, he's in Double-A. John Murphy and Jake Demon. All right, so we did not win this game. We have another one. Nope. No thanks. And no thanks. So I'm going to go to finances. Let's see. We've got a projected profit of $27,000. We have $10 in the bank. Let's go to our sortable stats. Actually, let's go to... Yeah, you know what? Let's go to our sortable stats. I want to check this team. Let's see the salaries. Powell is making 17. Willie Sudhoff is making 14. He's making 10. These are all starters, so we'd like to keep those guys if we could. Let's see. Let's go. Let's do first the catchers. We need to clean this up a little bit. And let's go to AAA. So we've only got one catcher in AAA. Let's go to low minors. We got too many of these. So we're going to keep this guy. We're going to release Charlie Moran. Yeah, $47. We got money in here. We're going to release Richardson. Because the goal is you only want one player at each position in whatever league, whatever minor league, whichever one you're in. Let's see, 71, release. Yep, I'm going to release these guys. Now, these three, 77, you know what? I'm going to release him too. We still got money. We got enough money. Let me try now the Double-A. We got a lot of Double-A guys. We're going to release these guys. Yep. These guys are a little bit more expensive, but we need to clean up. We need to be a little bit more financially. I could actually trade away these players and maybe get something back. Okay, I cleared them out because I'm going to put. So let's see, low minors. There's two. And what are their ages? So I'm going to keep the 18-year-old in A-ball, and I'm going to bring up Jack Bliss. So let me go to lineup. Jack Bliss. Where's Blissy? Come on, Blissy. Where are you? I know you're in A-ball. There you go. So we're going to put you in Double-A. So now we're going to go to our depth chart. And see, this is something I do when I intend to play a series for the long haul. And I do want to do that here. So here's the catching situation. I got a catcher in A-ball, in Double-A, and Triple-A. And I got two in the big leagues. But as you can see, I really should put this catcher. He's a veteran. And then Bill Ludwig is only a 60. So I should really have Ludwig in the minors because he's not ready. He's 18. So I'll probably do that. You know what? Let me do that now before I sign off. Yeah, I really liked Ludwig. I love the name. Let me just get Jerry Shea up there, and then we're going to bring Ludwig down. So he's down here in the minors, and we're going to have Pop Shriver be our catcher because he's a veteran. He hit 293 in 1900, and in 1899 he hit 281. All right, I just fixed the catcher situation in this game. Maybe in the next, not tomorrow, because this is only for odd days, right? Odd numbered days. All right, Fred Scribers, thank you so much for joining me. Let's go to the standings. We lost one. We're in last place. We go to the calendar so you can see the next games up. All right, Fred Scribers, thank you so much for watching. Remember the 4 YouTube commandments: like, share, subscribe, and comment. And the 5th Angelo Star commandment: be kind and be courteous. And we'll see you on the next video.